guys, and welcome to my channel, Moxie DIY in Java. I'm Michelle. Today's video, we are making some Easter DIYs that will coordinate with a wreath I made in one of my last videos. So be sure to check that out. I'll link it down in the description. But with that, grab your cup of coffee or your favorite beverage and join me. As I'm getting my coffee ready, I want to send a warm hello and welcome to my subscribers and those of you who are new or joining from the playlist. My best friend gave me this mug and it is one of my favorites. Watch as the cup warms up and you will see the footprints appear on the Marauders map. I hope that what you see today you will enjoy, and if you do, I hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel. This video is also going to include a bunch of wardrobe changes, so be sure to comment down below and let me know how many I make during this video. DIYs are part of a collaboration called Easter Wishes and Bunny Kisses, hosted by Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie, and the co-host being Indiana Jones. I will link their channels and the playlist down below in the description box. For this DIY, you will need hot glue, scissors, foam board, mini beads, mini Easter bunnies, and a toy truck. I'm going to trim down this foam board so it fits in the bed of the truck. Now we're going to glue the mini beads onto the foam board. I'm going to use these tweezers to help. Any tweezers will work, these are just the ones that were handy. First we're going to make a line of glue and attach 3 mini beads in a line and continue down the foam board. Now that we've completed the base, we're going to add the next layer. Now on to the third layer. We're essentially making a pyramid, and then we're going to add more beads around that. So really this is mainly the base to give structure to the little egg pile. Because we're gluing it to the foam board, it is removable and can be used for multiple seasons. Now the Easter Bunny has his truck full of eggs. For this DIY, you will need trays of your choice and bases of your choice, like candlesticks or other. I am using egg cups, as well as a sturdy glue. I found these cute egg cups on a recent thrifting outing. They've got some sweet little chickens on there, so I'm going to use them as my bases. Both these trays I got at the Dollar Tree. Originally, I was going to paint everything white. If that's the route you choose to go, I would paint the bottom of both trays white first and then glue on your bases. That way you don't have a circle of clear because the bases were already adhered before you painted them. I chose to keep mine clear because I think they look cuter that way, but if you prefer paint, then I would go with that. These trays have circles, which are really helpful for guides. This large one has 3 down the middle. I'm going to use the 2 outside ones for my bases. Then on this round one, I'm simply going to attach my egg cup right to that center circle. So because these egg cups have an obvious front and back to them, I had to decide whether I wanted my chickens facing apart or facing each other. I chose to have them facing each other. Now we're adding some weight with some heavy cookbooks, and we're going to let these dry completely. It took about 2 hours. For this DIY, you will need tissue paper, copy paper, masking tape, hot glue, Waverly's Antique Wax, Mod Podge, a frame of your choice, scissors, a cross, and an oval wood round. Here I have cut the tissue paper to the same size as my copy paper and adhered it on 3 of the 4 sides with masking tape. I did not adhere it on the 3rd side because that part does not get fed through the printer. Next, we need to pick our pattern to print onto the tissue paper. Then we need to place the paper-tissue paper combo into your printer so that it will be fed through and printed on properly. In my case, I had to place it with the tissue side down. Then we print and cross our fingers and hope we did it right. I got this idea for the technique from the Geovane's Nest. I will link her video where she discusses this down below, but it's a really cool way to get tissue paper in the pattern that you are really wanting. This cross came with a backing as well as a tea light. I removed them because we don't need them for this project, but you do want to keep at least 4 of the supports, which I painted white. We're going to paint the cross itself with the Waverly Antiquing Wax to give it a stained look. I had pre-painted the oval wood round as well as the frame white, And now that it's dry, we're going to Mod Podge the printed tissue paper on. Because tissue paper is so thin, you do want to press firmly, but not too firmly, otherwise you could rip it, which I do here in just a second. An easy way to fix that is to grab the ripped part, add a light layer of Mod Podge to that, press it down, and then go over it again with a little bit more Mod Podge. You want to be really light-handed with it. Once it's completely dry, we're going to sand it to remove the excess. When I saw this cross, it immediately reminded me of the flowering of the cross. In our church, children are invited on Easter Sunday to come up to the altar where a wooden or a chicken wire cross is, and they're invited to add bunches and bunches of flowers to the cross. And it's a really sweet way to involve the kids in the Easter celebration, but it's also a really amazing juxtaposition of an ugly thing that the cross historically was into what is now a beautiful thing that is our salvation. So I knew I had to bring that into our home, especially since this will be the second year that we will be missing the Easter celebration at church. For this DIY, you will need hot glue, scissors, antiquing wax, a wood oval round, mini jars, a floral pick, and not pictured, wire and wire snips. Now that the wax is completely dry, we're going to attach the mini glass jars to the wood round. For me, unfortunately, hot glue does not stick to the wax, so we're going to add just a little bit of Mod Podge to the area where we're going to put the hot glue, just to give it something to grab onto. Now that it's dry, we can proceed with the hot glue. I wanted to hang mine, so I cut about 2.5 inches of wire, and here I'm just forming it in the shape of an upside down U, and then I will connect the ends together by twisting them, making a loop. For this DIY, you will need a sign of your choice, foam board, contact paper of your choice, a decal, or printable listed in the description box. I really loved the total look of this sign, and I really didn't want to destroy it, so I decided that I would make this into a double-sided sign. What I'm going to do is take out the back of it and trace it onto foam board, and then once I have traced it, I will cover it in contact paper. You can use any type you like. I am going to use the wood grain, as you can see here. I've been really loving the look of these leaping bunnies. I cut this one out on my silhouette, but if you do not have a cutting machine, not to worry, you can still do this project. All you would need to do is print out the image of the leaping bunny, which I will have in the description box, and cut it out from there, or you can transfer it with either the chalk method or the pencil method onto a cardstock of your choice and then glue it on. I hope you have enjoyed spending this time with me as much as I have enjoyed spending it with you. And please consider connecting with me. All of my social media handles are listed below. And until I see you in the next video, take care.